Welcome back to the Hood Knees Fantasy Football Podcast. This is episode 87. I got my dog with me here, BBTV.
Yes, sir. One and only. No MFB, bro. Put the homie on timeout.
No MFB today. Unfortunately, as we get older, we have more things come up in our lives. He has a daughter now, so he's busy. I feel it. I also have a son, but I'm here. Feel me?
I got many sons, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, for sure. Just kidding. Anyways, this episode is the Midweek Report. We're just going to go over a couple topics, things throughout the week, some stuff that kind of piled over from the weekend that we want to talk about that could have fantasy implications.
Mm-hmm.
So first point or first topic we should go over, or we're going to go over, is Justin Fields is getting benched? ? I put a question mark because the owner made a comment that he supports head coach Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn's the coach, right, for the Jets? Okay. And Woody Marks is the owner. He made a comment saying that he supports the coach and he thinks that they're losing due to inaccurate QB throws. So it sounds like they're trending in the direction of benching Justin Fields. Tyrod Taylor would take the start. He is dealing with a knee injury. I don't believe he practiced today, or he practiced in limited fashion. So that's what I think about.
Yeah, with Justin Fields, right? I'll be honest, he did look decent the first few games. I know they didn't win those games, but he did look decent with Garrett Wilson. You got no Garrett Wilson there, and Justin Fields is playing horrible. From a fantasy standpoint, Justin Fields should not be on your team. Drop him, throw him in the trash. Please save yourself the headache. Go pick up Joe Flacco. Hopefully you guys listen to our waiver reports. Joe Flacco, Jackson Dart. Please drop him in the trash because this is a rough week for quarterbacks because of the bye weeks. So don't play Justin Fields. I think I'm rolling out. Who was it? Not Jackson. Jackson Dart's one of them in my leagues, but CJ Stroud. I have to roll him out.
I would not roll out CJ Stroud. I'd hope you have better options.
That
I don't think
16-man league. My waivers is Tua, Tyrod Taylor.
Oh,
I'm not rolling out Tyrod Taylor. I'm not rolling out.
Yeah, I wouldn't roll out Tyrod Taylor unless. Yeah, I just wouldn't. I'm sure you have other options. Hopefully, like we said, like BBTV mentioned, if you listen to the waiver episode, you probably could have gotten Joe Flacco. He should be available. He's not very widely, rostered. I'm sure people want to see him do it again before they pick him up. Mm-hmm. He went crazy on Thursday night against Pittsburgh, but that was last week. But a lot of people like to see players do it twice. Don't wait for that. Just pick him up, stash him. They have a very easy schedule upcoming, and he could be a nice little trade piece before the fantasy trade deadline for a team that needs a QB like that. Justin Fields is crazy because he was supposed to be one of those late round QBs that had huge ceiling potential. In the first few weeks we saw it. And so people that, fade the quarterback and they took quarterback late, like BBTV here, might have, drafted Justin Fields late and been like, this is my starter. And the first few weeks, it looked like, hey, you were good. And you were going to be, you were going to win your league. He was going to be a league winner, right? Mm-hmm. So it really sucks that he got benched, or not that he got benched, but it sucks for him, his season to have gone this way. Who knows? I don't know if I would drop him in case something happens to Tyrod Taylor and they have to roll out Justin Fields.
Just save your sanity, dude. No point. Who do they have?
They don't have anyone. So I'm saying if they bench Tyrod, or not if they bench Tyrod Taylor goes out there, or he just gets injured, Justin Fields will have to play. So that is a possibility.
Well, obviously, yeah.
So I wouldn't drop him. If you're in a 12-man league, you probably have other options. 14-man, I would hold on to him. Same with 16-man. Just stash him on the bench. If you need the spot, sure, you can drop him. Anyways, let's move on to the next topic. Darren Waller placed on IR. Tough.
Yeah.
Came off the couch.
Dude.
What was it? 3 touchdowns in 2 games.
Crazy.
and then injured his pec, I believe.
Yeah.
So he's my prediction, which I said this if you listen to the Studs and Duds earlier this week. My prediction was that he will not play another game this year. He's
Oh
done.
wow. Do you feel like
That
he
was
retires again? Just 2 games and done?
yeah.
Or
He
basically
just he
3?
came in, yeah, just real quick came in, did a little something, and then just gone. Injured himself.
Yeah.
I don't even know the full extent. I didn't even read the full report of his injury, but to be placed on IR after coming back, it's a pec injury. It's not expected to require surgery. At least recover or at least miss 4 weeks. In my opinion, man, that team is going nowhere, right?
Yeah.
So like, what's the point? You know, he came back, signed with the team, got injured or was injured to start the season. Started
Mhm.
week 4, went crazy. They won that week, right? Then they lose against Carolina. They lose against the Chargers, and then against Cleveland this last week, he tore his pec, and they lost. So the Dolphins are 1-6. What's the reason for him to come back and play? Like, it's over. He thought he could have once Tyreek, blew out his knee, and then now they're 1-6. Like, they're not good. They're not doing anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just pretty much. I mean, I don't know. You still got Waddle there. You still got a chain. I know that Kimo and MLB were talking about how windy it was last game, but I'm trading those 2 guys away for some solid pieces to make that playoff push. Like, if you can go get, I don't know, Devontae Adams, right? If you can go get, I don't know, just other pieces that just will like have a like the Rams are contenders right now. So I want a team that's contending. I want a team that's pretty much wants to win the NFC. I want those kind of players right now. So if you get pretty much a chain and Waddle, they're not playing for anything. They're not making playoffs. They know that. They're not trying to get hurt. Like, I don't know. I say you just get rid of all Dolphins players. Hot
Yeah.
take.
I mean, Mike McDaniel's probably trying to win games so that he doesn't get fired. If he loses this game against the Falcons,
He's fired.
yeah, he probably will lose the game, and he probably will get fired.
It's the Falcons. Falcons are solid.
Falcons are solid. They're solid defense. At least the offense is me. It's basically just Bijan. Let's move on to the next topic. Bryce Young is out. Andy Dalton is in. What does this mean for the Panthers pass catchers and the running backs even? Does it help them? Does it not make a difference? What's your take?
With Andy Dalton, he was a saint, if I remember. He, like, I don't know why, every quarterback, he drops it off to the running backs a lot. And Buffalo has a really good secondary. So in the upcoming video, I'm not going to talk about my start and sits, but basically I have your Panthers receiving core getting locked up. Tet locked. Xavier locked. Forgot the tight end's name. Locked. I think this should be a running back game. I think that these running backs, Chuba and Dowdle, will both be used heavily if they want to win.
Yeah. I mean, they're obviously playing to win, right? And I think the Bills, I don't know if they run that much because they're going to be down by a lot. I think the Bills are going to shut them out. I think they're going to have to be throwing the ball.
It might be James Cook legacy game. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, James Cook had 2 bad weeks before the bye.
Yeah.
The Bills lost before the bye to the Falcons?
Yeah, to the Falcons. And then the game before that was the Patriots.
Yep, and they lost that game too.
Yeah.
Drake May took over.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're definitely due to bounce back in a huge fashion. So look for that team to shut out the Panthers. I think that Andy Dalton is a plus for the receivers in
because
Carolina.
He doesn't use his legs, so pretty much he has to get rid of that ball.
I think he's just more accurate than Bryce Young and just like more, he just has more experience. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah, that's true.
He's a better QB. I don't know. Bryce Young hasn't really done anything until it's crunch time. Like it's a garbage time. They're losing by 20. Then he goes, all right. And he starts playing. Oh.
Yeah, I have the game being like 38-14 Buffalo. Like I have a whole whooping.
Yeah,
So
I can see that. Um, that's it for that topic. Let's move on to Bucky Irving has already been ruled out by Todd Bowles, so the head coach. So that means he won't play before the bye. They have a week 9 bye, I believe.
mhm.
So, um, Rashad White, I mean, he's due for another workload. So if you have Rashad White, cool. If you have Bucky Irving, sorry, one more week without him.
Yeah, and especially this is a divisional game too. It's the Saints. Saints top 3 worst defenses in the league. Yeah, I think I have Rashad White throwing up something crazy right now, like 15, 20 fantasy points. If you picked him up off
Nice.
waivers, good stuff. But Rashad
Yeah.
White should eat.
Yeah. So they didn't put Bucky on IR, so they didn't think he would miss more than 3 games. Because if he was going to miss 4 games, they would have just put him on IR. My guess is that they knew he would miss 4 weeks. And so they just didn't put him on IR so that he could miss the 3 games and then the bye week.
Hmm.
Do you have any fears that when he comes back, Rashad White will be involved, or do you think as soon as he's back, he's good, full workload to Rashad or to Bucky?
I think if Rashad White plays like he has a game, I feel like it'll be more like 1A, 1B instead of 1-2. We saw it with Chuba and Dowdle. Dowdle had those 2 crazy games when Chuba was out. Then they used Dowdle a lot when Chuba came back last game. It was almost 50-50. Dowdle had a little more. But I feel like if Rashad White plays, it should be a 1A, 1B. So I do fear the value of Bucky. My opinion is get rid of Bucky.
Really?
Yeah, just injury prone. I don't know, bro. Just Baker's is doing it all. I'm be real with you. He's MVP candidate. Like I know they lost last week, but
He had some bad throws last week that
he
kind of
did.
lost him the game.
Yeah, like the one to Tez, and
Yeah,
in the corner he missed.
should have
Yeah,
been. Yeah, should have been a touchdown.
yeah.
Um, I don't think you should worry about Bucky. You got to remember that Bucky came in and took over Rashad White's job. So the coaches know that he's better, that he's a better running back than Rashad White. I think that in a situation where he's hurt or if he's not full strength, then yeah, they may split. But going into a bye week and because they didn't put him on IR, uh, I think he comes back and he just takes over the backfield and it's all his.
Well, no doubt Bucky is better, but knee injuries, and Bucky Irving missing a few weeks now. It's just scary being a fantasy owner. Like, why do you want that stress? I'm just saying, like, if Bucky comes back, 1A, 1B, Bucky takes over, you get rid of Bucky, you know?
I don't think it's a knee. It's a foot and shoulder. He's having issues with.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you,
If
no, you said knee earlier.
I don't think I was talking about Bucky. Either way, he's not dealing with a knee injury. That may have been someone else. So apologize if I said that.
If it's knee, or if it's not knee, obviously it's only foot and shoulder, then my status kind of changes a little bit. Because the knee
Okay.
injury is really hard. Foot and shoulder is kind of like, all right, like thug it out. But knee is not easy to deal with. So you just gotta wait. What happens with week 10 in Bucky? That's pretty much it.
I think you should try and go trade for him. If you are a winning team and you have the depth, I think you should trade and get Bucky. For the team that has him, they're probably hurting and they're probably lost the last few weeks. Unless they have Rashad White, maybe they were okay. But I think you can go and get Bucky. I think he'll do great. Um, that's it for that topic. Let's move on to Jaden Daniels, who's already been ruled out for the Monday night game. Jaden Daniels has been kind of a letdown for where he was drafted. He was drafted, I think, top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 after
4.
Joe Burrow.
No, he was
Before
4. It
Joe
was
Burrow.
before Joe Burrow. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just think he's definitely been a letdown
Yeah, for sure.
this season. Just not been able to capitalize on the opportunities, having, Debo there and Terry McLaurin. But of course, Terry's been injured, so that's been a problem. Um, Yeah, I just think that like, and especially playing Dallas last week, Dallas being one of the worst defenses in the NFL, who
Yeah.
actually really stepped up. Props to them. They did very good last game in terms of the defense. Um, it sucks. It sucks if you have Jaden Daniels on your
I
squad.
think I think it's just the unluckiness of Washington. You had so many injuries this year. You had Terry McLaurin hurt, Debo's hurt, um, Austin Eckler out. You know, you have Krosky Merritt. He's a rookie, still trying to. He has one crazy game, then trash game. I feel like it's just a really, and then obviously Jaden Daniels being hurt. It's just an unlucky year for Jaden Daniels. I do see him picking it back up like week 10. I think Terry McLaurin and Debo should be. Debo should play, but I'm saying Terry McLaurin should be back by week 10. Jaden Daniels should be back by at least week 10, maybe week 9. But I feel like he'll pick it back up, but we'll see.
Yeah, they played Detroit week 10 and then Miami week 11. So those are really good matchups for Jaden Daniels. Yeah, this is kind of one of those things where, I mean, we've talked about other quarterbacks in their second year having that sophomore slump. We talked about it with, I mean, last year extensively with CJ Stroud. He just,
Yeah.
dude, had a great rookie season and then
Bro,
just, we'll say a very solid. No, he had a good rookie season. Like he
he had a
did
great
very good
rookie
at,
season. He took that
yeah,
team to the playoffs.
yeah. No, he did very well. And so
Yeah.
to go from that to what he was last year and what he is this year, it's like, and then we saw the same thing with, now we're seeing it with Jaden Daniels. You could chalk it up to injuries, to his receiving core, to himself. But you see like Bo Nix, who had a great game against Washington or against the Giants last week, but has been very underwhelming for what people are expecting, you know?
But personally, like I know we're gonna go a little off topic, but with CJ Stroud, I like might be another hot take, but I don't think it's him. I think it's the coaching, man, and I think it's just the players that he has. Like he hasn't had a fully healthy like team. Like bro, his starters are what? Dalton Schultz, Higgins. You know, Nico keeps getting hurt. Christian Kirk hurt. They had
You,
Diggs last year hurt. They don't even have Tank Dell back. You know what I mean?
yeah, he like
Like
had a very bad injury last year, like blew out his knee, I think.
yes. So that's what I'm saying. Like Stroud doesn't have his guys. Like, I
I think
think
also the
Stroud is a
offensive
solid.
line. I think the
Huh?
offensive line's also beat up, or they don't have a good offensive line.
No, I mean, yeah, their offensive line's not that sick, but I'm just saying, like, if you threw CJ Stroud, like, on the Cardinals, I think Cardinals could be top tier. Just because the problem with the Cardinals is Kyler Murray. That's my opinion. The problem with the Texans is the receivers because they're always hurt and the coaching. So I just believe is that once everyone's healthy and they fix it up at the coaching, they'll be back to where they were during CJ Stroud's rookie season. So
Okay. All right.
yeah,
Hot take.
a little hot take.
Yeah. Medium take.
Yeah.
Lukewarm take. Uh, yeah, it sucks if you have Jaden Daniels. I would not roll out Marcus Mariota Monday Night Football against Kansas City. That team is, Patrick Mahomes is pissed. They're 4-3 now. They shut out the Raiders.
Or
The
three.
start of the season, 1-2, I
When
think. 0-2, and then 1-2, I think. So, or was it
did they
one and
go one
three
and
at one point?
three?
Yeah, maybe they may have
I
been
don't
1-3
remember.
at one point. I think. Let me find out so that we don't.
No. They played
Uh,
Baltimore week 4 and they won versus Baltimore. They went 2-2.
Let me double check this.
Come on, bro. I watch
They
football every
were.
Sunday.
Yeah, you do not. I
Every
think it was
Sunday.
2-2. Yeah, but they started the season 0-2, and then they went
Yeah.
down 2-3, 2 wins, 3 losses. So he's playing. Mahomes is playing like a dog. The defense is stepping up. The team's figuring things out because they look. After the first 2 weeks, people were nervous about
Questioning.
yeah, kind of like, oh, what's going on with the Chiefs? But no, they picked it up. They got rush
I
yards
think
back.
I think they finished 12-5. The Chiefs, by the way. I think they finished 12-5. Like I feel like they look really good. I feel like they only lose 2 more games, but they just win out just the way they just look too good, man. Too good.
Yeah, Chiefs always look good, man. Mahomes is, I mean, he's generational. Um, that we'll do it for that topic. Anything else on Jaden Daniels?
No, just wait till week 10.
Do you trade him away or do you keep him if you have him?
I literally today I traded for him today because the guy literally just threw him in the package. I'm like, throw him. Never know.
So you say trade for him, or do you think if you?
I would trade for him to see how he does because I think deadlines in a lot of leagues are week 11.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. I would trade for him, but trade for him for low. Like, don't give up something big, but something low.
Yeah.
Like, give up like a, I don't know, like a RB2 or something. Give up.
Yeah.
I don't even know. You know what I mean?
So you see two sides throughout this episode that we're recording today. We have Justin Fields, who, if you faded the QB, you ended up with Justin Fields or a QB similar to him, and you're hurting at QB. And if you don't fade the quarterback, you took one early, you took Jaden Daniels, you end up with him not performing that well.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think for QB, you either take one of the just very set, like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Mahomes. You could throw Hurts in the mix, kind of, but like other than that,
Yeah.
then you can take your shot later. It's just lower risk. But the issue is if you fade the QB position, you'll probably end up having to draft multiple. So you can't just rely on one QB late that'll just take you to the promised land. Unless you got Drake May, then you're chilling.
I literally drafted Drake May in 2 leagues, brother. That was my go-to. My fading the quarterback this year was to go get Drake May. Not kidding.
That was my sleeper QB.
Yeah, respect.
That'll do it for this episode. We may have missed some topics. We're also recording this on Wednesday night. So I have a feeling some news will come out tomorrow morning, Thursday morning. Unfortunately, we won't have that in our episode, but we will post in the Discord. If we don't post in the Discord, I'm sure you'll see it if it's big news. But that'll do it for this episode. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.